My name is Omar Al-Kilani. I'm from Jordan. I'm 32 years old. I'm a guitarist in a rock and a metal bands in Poland. I was amused by the beautiful nature and the big giant communist blocks. I never seen such a big giant blocks. Osiedle. Beautiful colored eyes. That's the first three things that got my attention in Poland. When people ask me where I'm from and I say I'm from Jordan, the first thing is like terrorist, and but of course I never had it like as a mean. It was like always like dark comedy. Yeah, it's like terrorism because I moved 1 month after the attack on New York, so it was like fresh news, and the people started to know about this region by terrorism or by fanatics and what the media wants them to see about that region. So I was making fun of it all the time. Like when someone asks me, it's like, yeah, I'm a terrorist, and I have to, you know, I'm wearing my red belt, so any minute. It's like, until now, I like keep making fun of it. I used to work in a company, a French company, and I remember in our goodbye party to our French director, he asked me, how come I'm from Jordan, I'm living in Poland? So one of the guys, he turned to me, Polish guy friend, and he's like, you are from Jordan? I thought all the time you were from Kazakhstan, because once he heard me imitating Borat, talking with Borat accent, so he thought all the time I'm from Kazakhstan. That was really funny, but you had to be there to feel it. Hello, my name is Borat, I'm from Kazakhstan, and I'm here to blow myself up in Poland. Dziękuję. The second funny thing is when I threatened someone that I'll blow myself. Because he kept asking me if I'm terrorist, and you know, like keeping around the same subject, and then you know I gave him the serious look like this, and I told him I had enough and I'm gonna pull the cable, and he's like, okay, and he got really scared. But everyone laughed because they knew me except him, and he was surprised everyone's laughing instead of being, you know, serious, like the guy gonna blow himself up any minute. Polish women, if you are a fan of Slavic beauty, so Poland is a place to go. But I have to say, they are wredne and piękne. Physically, they are really strong, which really surprised me. Really tall. I like tall girls, but I have like this, you know, red alert in my head when I see a girl taller than me. So, yeah, but in general, they are pretty and can be very mean and strong. When I meet a girl for the first time in Poland, usually the main question is like, how many wives I have, do I live in the desert, and do I have a tent? And it's my way of making fun of things always. So it's like, yeah, I'm looking for my fourth wife now in Poland. And you know, usually it's like, no, yeah, but like you look like a nice guy, but Polish girls won't accept to be a second or fourth, third wife, whatever. It's like, why? She will have like 20 goats, 3 camels, and like her own tent. And even I'm waiting my grandfather to die so I can take his flying carpet. Some girls, you know, swallow this kind of jokes, and some take it seriously. So, and I still enjoy it after 10 years. Alcoholism. I noticed through these 10 years that most of the Polish problems in society are based on alcoholism. Alcohol is always in every part or in every bad side of each problem in Poland. It ruined lots of families, ruined lots of people I knew or I heard about, and I think there should be a strategy to fight this addiction. You know, it's because of the media fault. It's, if you remember, in the 80s, 70s, early 90s, when they used to show like a cool man. He's like, you know, a muscular guy with, you know, dirty look, and he's, you know, smoking. With time, it's like brainwashing that if you want to be as cool as this model, you have to smoke and you have to take this kind of poses, show off. And the same with alcohol. It's like traditional. Since like, you know, you're happy, let's drink. You are sad, let's drink. You are angry, let's drink. And you don't know that it's like an amplifier of your emotions. If you are angry and you've drank, you will be more angry. If you are like happy and you drink, you are more happy. But you know, in the same time that with time, they will get addicted to it. And it will end always tragically. Poland has great nature and people are not taking care of it. When I have a walk in the woods and I see lots of trash, empty bottles thrown, I feel really bad because what we missed in Jordan, this nature, we see it in Poland, but people still have to take more care about these things. Because one day, if they lose it, they will know what's the treasure they lost. Polish people are very emotional, and they remind me of my own people because we are emotional people too. So the minute they get to know you, you feel like you're home, you feel like you're with your own people. I can say since almost 11 years in Poland, I never thought or I never felt as a stranger or as an alien. I always felt welcome. I like the history of Poland. We learned about it at schools in the section of the Second and First World War. We have similar historical situations, like we are surrounded by a group of enemies and we always had to fight them, sometimes all at the same time. Back in Jordan, I used to train and fight in fight clubs, something in a form of MMA between Taekwondo and boxing and street fighting. And when I moved to Poland and I met people with similar hobbies and interests, I found out that it really passes the Polish mentality and Polish way of life, this positive way of aggression, expressing yourself in a sport way. I like this do or die attitude in Poland. They had to, till now, they have to survive sometimes in aggressive ways. In Poland, unfortunately, it's really hard to hear typical Polish music. And it was the first time, or the first question in Poland that when I started listening to radios, TV and stuff, I was like, why everything sounds like mainstream music from the States or from the UK? I want to hear like traditional, even Slavic music, because Poland is a Slavic country and Slavic culture. So I couldn't hear. And it was like, if you want to hear typical Slavic or Polish music, you can hear the góralska muzyka, but still, like how much the scene of this traditional music in Poland is like 2-10% maximum. Metal scene in Poland is really big. I had the Polish band CDs in Jordan, Vader, Behemoth, who else? Acid Drinkers. Polish language, very difficult to pronounce. Lots of it's like, it gets you crazy in the beginning. It took me maybe 1 year to say cześć, but I'm trying. Every day you learn something new. Wciąż brzmi w Czecinie. I noticed since 2001 till today, 2012, that lots of things change in Poland. The attitude towards the way the people look in general, mostly the guys. I remember in Poznan 10 years ago when guys used to use gel on the hair to make some kind of new look. They used to be pointed as homosexuals or like not real man. And now, since few years, I'm noticing more and more guys are like taking care of their haircuts, adding more like accessories and stuff. So you can see that the mentality has changed a lot. Pozdrawiam internautów Wirtualna Polska. تحياتي لجميع مشاهدين Wirtualna Polska.